Okay. All right. Let's go first. Big picture, Mahomes and Chiefs.
Yes.
I am shocked at the commitment both sides made.
Yes.
Because both sides made a 12-year commitment.
Yes.
The 2 years left plus 10.
Correct.
So both sides took huge plunges because the Chiefs have to, again, the deal is the deal.
Right.
And all the way I looked, the highest he's going to count against the cap comes at age 31 when he counts $60 million against the cap. Okay? Again, I'm going to knock on wood for him because I have to bring this up. He has been hurt here and there.
Right.
If you get hurt, the Chiefs could be on the hook for tons of money that would kill their cap going forward. Okay?
Because you mentioned that, Skip. He gets hurt because his salaries are being guaranteed 2 years in advance.
Yes.
Even if you let him go, he's going to have to pay him $45 million.
It would be, so to speak, crippling for your salary cap. And also, again, you have to do worst case scenario. What if he doesn't quite live up to this much money? How many Super Bowls do you need to get out of 12 years to make this worth your while? Do you need 2 more? Do you need 3 more? Do you need 5 more?
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
But you need some more Super Bowls, right?
He definitely can't. It cannot be a situation like a Brett Favre or like an Aaron Rodgers where you get there early in your career and then you don't get back.
Then you go 10 years and you don't get back.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He's going to have to get 2.
And on Mahomes' count here, the plunge is, well, maybe in 4 years, this deal gets rendered obsolete. Maybe it starts looking like very team-friendly after 4 or 5 years, depending on what other quarterbacks do and how much money they get.
Correct.
Okay, now let's look first at the good news for Jerry Jones, and you hit upon it. Jerry loves long-term.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, Jerry can turn to Dak and the agent and say, hey, look what he did. He's 12 years. Would you like to go 7? Would you like to go 8? I still believe that Jerry Jones does believe in Dak Prescott as a long-term answer for his team. He just doesn't think he's Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
Does anybody out there in viewerland think that Dak Prescott is Patrick Mahomes right now? Does anybody?
No.
Can you make a case? Can anybody in good conscience make a case that Dak is better than or equal to that guy?
Well, there are a few delusional Cowboy fans that
I think it's about 50-50 on Dak right now. And again, I don't follow it that closely. I just get the vibe that there are a lot of Cowboy fans who, remember, we have been spoiled by Roger Staubach. We have been spoiled by Troy Aikman.
Right.
And all of a sudden, if you're starting to say, well, is he that? No, he's not that.
Well, Jerry was playing Tony Romo like he was Roger Staubach or Troy Aikman.
That's a whole nother issue. That was about marketability. That was about box office.
Right.
Dak is not box office. He's a solid citizen. He's a good guy. He's got 12 national TV commercials at last count. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pitch perfect, right? Okay, you're pitch perfect because you come across as a really good guy. Romo was a little bit crazy, but fun and funny. And
so you try to say Dak is Broadway and Tony Romo is Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's what you try to say.
I'll buy that. Okay. So the point is, Jerry can, good news, he could say, hey, you guys want to go out now? Do you want to do 5? Do you want to do 6? Because we can prorate out.
Right.
And maybe we can make this a little friendlier to you if you give us some years on the back end. I do not believe they want to do that because they have been stuck on 4 years so they can hit the market again when Dak would be, what, 30-ish?
Because, Skip, if I'm not mistaken, now, Skip, don't quote me on this, but I think the old TV contract has, 2 more years, and then the new contract comes in. So Dak says, I'm trying to hit that new contract, too, because they believe, Skip, that at 2025, the cap could possibly be $250 million, maybe even $300 million.
Okay. Now for the bad news. I believe that Dak and his fairly new agent correctly projected and predicted the market because I kept telling you they're thinking Mahomes will land at around an average of $45 million a year. And that contract, even though it's spread over 12 years, it averages $45 million a year.
Yes.
It's so long that it allows you to say, hey, I got the biggest contract in sports history, not just NFL history. You can say, I got $500 million. A lot of it is yet to be earned. And not all of it. In fact, on the guaranteed part, I can only see 31% of it guaranteed, although they get these guarantee mechanisms that could kick in. I don't know. That boggles my mind, so I didn't want to go there. Let's